Something that we were talking a little bit about, before the show. We were talking a little bit about Martin Luther King,
Yes, sir.
and how he started and what he represented.
Yeah.
And like last month was his birthday. And an interesting fact that Joshua director shared with me again, that he was fraternity. He was in the fraternity in Boston University, and he was I think they wore black and gold, and I can't think of the name of the fraternity, but it was a black fraternity.
Right.
And Martin King was a smart guy.
University
of Boston, Morehouse College,
right.
Theology School.
Yeah, he was.
Yes, and he represented. He's an icon, as far as I'm concerned.
He was all out there, man.
Yeah. What do you think, Bray? I mean,
I think he was a very intelligent man, a man of peace. He didn't like that confused of and violence. So that really helps in the movement to get the voting rights in action.
Right.
So I thank God for
I mean, he's a minister. You're a minister.
Yes.
And he started the civil rights movement. I mean, without Martin Luther King, I don't think we would really be here.
We wouldn't be here right now. And I'm seriously thinking that way because they always say it's hard to mix religion and politics.
Yeah.
But he was able. God gave him the ability to do that. So, man, I tell you, I'm grateful that he was able to go through that march and all that to get the voting rights passed, and so they can put the right people in position.
Yeah.
So that was a good thing about it.
Yeah. And I mean, what's the difference back then from when he started this movement, this civil rights movement, until what's going on in today's society, 2015?
Okay. When they started back then, man, they was I would say depressed in so many areas where you couldn't do nothing. I mean, they was just like caged in, like an animal. They couldn't vote. They didn't have a freedom of speech, stuff like that, to do. Now, they had to go through so much, abuse. They got beaten so much, whipped, knocked down, and all these type of things, just to get to a point so we can be able to have the rights to vote. So that's where we stand today. And we must take advantage of this time we live in now to be able to go to vote in the booth, when the opportunity presents itself, You understand what I'm saying there? So that's, to me, it's a difference. I think we have more stronger leaders back then and persistent. They didn't give in to their opposition, but they kept on pursuing till they got what they needed to get to.
Yeah.
So I think they're more stronger. So hey, that's something I, as myself, take today as I can use that to help me in today. So that's what it's all about, the civil rights movement. Having the ability and rights to vote, freedom of speech, and feel like you're a part of the country. So they were so left out so much back in the day, but it took several times, several attempts for them to get to that point, to have those the right to vote. So I thank God for that.
Yeah.
So I think that's the difference.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, yeah.
More stronger leadership.
Yeah, more stronger leadership. I mean, from back then, you said we came a long way because back then you said they couldn't vote, they couldn't. They didn't. Schools were different, segregated. Martin Luther King said that. He said on his dream speech, talking about, I want to see a day when black kids, white kids, all kids can come together and play together and whatnot. And you know what? if he was living right now, he would be so happy because that's what's going on now.
He can see the dream.
He can see this dream.
Yeah.
It's come to pass. Now we still got a long way to go.
We still have.
Still got a long way to go with
Yes.
and Black history and what we been through.
But
that. we gotten better.
We gotten better over the years, and they, like I said, they had not many rights back then. You couldn't even go to the same bathroom with the opposite color. You couldn't even go through the same doors. You couldn't walk on the same sidewalks.
Yeah.
They went through all these things.
Wow.
And they had more rights than we did as black brothers and sisters. You hate to say it like that, but we didn't have very many rights. They had all advantages, but they were so determined, boy. I'm telling you, Dr. King and the people that were with him.
Yeah.
The women were strong too.
Yeah.
They got beat.
Yeah.
With billy clubs, but they were still able to come back and bounce back.
Yeah.
And so that's what it's all about: people bouncing back, being determined. As a black race, being more determined than we ever have. We can do it in peace, but always there's gonna be opposition.
Right.
So we had back in the day, they had two type of leaders. They had one of peace and one of violence.
Yeah. Non-peace, huh?
Yeah.
Now, who are you referring to, like Malcolm?
Malcolm X are more of a violent,
Malcolm X back then when he was
and Dr. King more of peace.
Yeah.
But they sooner or later they came together.
Oh, they did. Yes,
they came together.
Yes, they did.
So to unite, So that was good.
And he changed his ways when he went to Mecca.
Yes, he did.
And he saw, wait a minute, maybe I'm going about this the wrong way.
Yes.
And he learned about coming together as peaceful.
Yeah.
And and Malcolm X did. So then he got assassinated, which was sad.
That's the sad thing about it.
Yeah.
But you know one thing, I tell you what, as back then they was frustrated, and I'm sure it created a heart of violence, And he thought maybe, well, we're going to take it out on the opposite race because we don't have no freedom to do nothing. So he wanted to take it his way. But Dr. King and him came together, like you said, and they worked it out.
Yeah, definitely worked it out. Yeah, because now there's a wonderful movie that's out about Salem.
Yep.
And
that's right.
It goes back to the Martin Luther King's march from Salem, to Salem and stuff. And and now, what I wanted to kind of get a little bit of talk about. It's a magnificent movie. It talks about to our history and where we came from. Young people that's growing up now can see where we came from and how far we came and what we had to go through to get to where we're at right now. And I'm just really kind of not upset, but a little disturbed by that the Golden Globes did not nominate that movie. That movie should have got a nomination.
Should be #1, man.
It should get a nomination. Really got the Golden Globes for best director, actor, film. It should have got some type of recognition.
It should have.
So. Even though we're moving forward, sometimes we're moving back to certain things.
It's kind of like
because come on now.
Yeah.
I mean, this place, this country, it's a multi-country, whatnot. It's a melting pot.
For all colors.
Every race, every race in this country is here. And for the Golden Globes to do something like that really kind of bothers me.
Yes.
Now the Academy Awards, the Oscars, they nominated for Best Picture.
Right.
But come on now.
Give us a break now.
They put one step forward.
Yes.
And then two steps back.
Backwards.
They didn't nominate, like you said, for director.
Yes.
Or for Best Actor or the Best Supporting Actor. They should have got nominated. They should have got some type of. If they got Best Picture nomination, it should have got the Best Director or Best. So there's ups and downs. There's good and bad and everything.
Everything you get into.
Yeah, everything you get into. So I'm really kind of we as a race, we got to realize that we can't let that happen because number one, is we come too far.
We came too far to go back.
That's right.
Take a step back.
We're not going backwards.
No, we ain't going backwards.
We can't stay here. We got to go forward.
We got to go forward because you know what time is going on.
Yeah.
And like I said,
what do you think about that? The pictures now, I mean, you understand what I'm saying? Do you agree or
about what now?
About the picture not getting that recognition for best director or best actor?
Well, I think that's one of the best movies I've seen in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I think he should have got awards on that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because you know what, he talked about a lot back in the '60s and what the black and the white opposition was. He described all of this in the movie, and so I was impressed, you know, with that movie. You know, all of us in there showed us what we went through and what Dr. King and the people that was with him that follow us, they went through, and that gave us more freedom now.
Yeah.
That gives us more freedom now of choice, you know, to do certain things we couldn't do. And I always said this, I don't think I could take it being back then.
Right.
Yeah, I'd probably
be
a dead man because, you know, a lot of things I won't take. And Dr. King was more peaceful.
Yes, he was.
And you know what? I don't think it should take all that abuse they took.
Yeah.
You know, like whipping them like cattle and horses, you know, and things like that, you know. And now we got to be ashamed of ourselves. We don't take advantage of this privilege of freedom.
Right.
You know. And like you said, that movie was a dynamite movie.
Yes,
I love that. I went to see it in the movie theater.
Okay.
So I'm very impressed by it.
Okay. Okay.
I sure was.
Oprah was in it, and
yes, she was.
she probably did a pretty good job in the movie.
She was playing the tough woman.
Okay.
They beat her, but she got back up.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
she didn't take that mess from them. She got back up.
Okay, because she wanted to vote.
Oh yeah.
She wanted to try to get yeah.
Because one of the things we got to realize, if you even thought about approaching that court to go vote, you would get beat to death, or they'll beat you so bad you thought you was dead. And they would also threaten you not to even try to come back. So you had to give those people credit back then. They had to be stronger than we are today.
Yeah.
They were more determined than we are today. We need agencies today that will stand up and declare for who you are. Amen. Every individual, God had put us down here to be equal. He didn't put us down here to be segregated. So there's so much segregation still in the world that we live in.
Yeah.
But that's a shame, though, that that's still going on now. Out of all we've been through, back then up to now, we should see more and more improvement. Dr. King fought for a lot of things. He fought for equality, like I said, black and white, Mexican, whoever wants to walk hand in hand. He did all of this. He went through it. They got beat, they got whipped, and they got, like their families was all beat up. Some of them tried to run away and they got shot in the stores and things, you know, try to run away. Because one of the things is, they always say, I looked at a movie of Moses, he said, beauty is a curse to women. But I think a good-looking black male was a curse because they would be jealous of the black race. If you see a good-looking male back then, they would really take it out on him, would beat him. But that's my opinion.
That's sad, though.
That's my opinion about it. I don't know what everybody else would think, but that's my opinion. So now we got more rights, you know, and freedom really account. If you don't have freedom, you're just like a caged up animal. You have no privileges. So I don't want to be like a revolving door going over and over. But you couldn't sit down in your house at night back in the day and feel comfortable that someone would come up and burn your house down. You couldn't even go to church in some areas back then where they will have crosses in front of your church. They'll burn your church down.
Yeah.
And they'll blow your church up like they did back then. All this stuff happened. They went through all of this to get us to the point we are now.
Yeah. And you know, you brought up a good point, and this is something popped in my head. I'm thinking these people that are so scared and so I would say stupid back then. Yeah. You know, they're supposed to be Christian or religious people, whatever. Right. They're gonna come in God's name and have a cross. Right. So what they really defiling God really by doing what they're doing. Yeah. And they really making God look bad because number one, they're gonna come out and bring a cross and burn the cross. Yeah. Burn God's
evil
cross,
side,
evil.
God's of love.
That's right. And they're making it, they defiling and taking God's name in vain. In vain. And making it something negative or whatnot. Yeah. And so they really don't know what they're doing by taking a burning cross and putting it in someone's house, putting on someone's front lawn or whatever.
Lawn, right in front in your yard.
And making it seem like they doing this for God, which they're not. Yeah. You know, I don't even know what the word.
Treat them like criminals, tell you the truth. They didn't do anything. They were innocent, you know. like I said, you couldn't even feel comfortable in your house. I mean, you didn't know what's going to happen from one minute to another.
Yeah.
You didn't know what they're going to come and come in and shoot everybody. You know, you sitting there eating your supper at night after a long day's work. You didn't know what you're going to be faced with when you get home. You didn't know when you got home everything's going to be all right.
Yeah.
And it was really a lot of danger going on in that time.
Right.
Well, you were very uncomfortable, you know, and they have no rights. You couldn't retaliate either.
Yeah.
They did something to you. You couldn't retaliate, or you'll be dead.
Right.
So,
right. That's true. That's the negative side. That's the bad side.
But I like to see more more brothers and sisters coming together and not to kill one another.
Right.
Now, we got that thing.
Right.
Which we should come together more. But it's going to take a lot of prayer.
Oh yeah.
And determination.
Prayer changes everything, you know. So, but you know, we do have a lot of other beautiful black people that distribute and for our race, like Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks.
W.D. Du Bois, Frederick Douglass.
Yes.
All these beautiful
Miss Harriet
Tubman.
She did great work.
Underground Railroad.
Yes.
And what she done, and you know, we got some good black leaders that we just like to talk about and touch on, because without them we wouldn't be here either.
The whole thing.
Yeah. Harriet Tubman. What she did with the slaves. Underground Railroad.
Yeah.
George Washington Carver.
Yes.
What he done with the peanut.
He created.
Yes. And oh my goodness, brilliant mind.
Brilliant mind.
I mean, you know, smart. You know,
intelligent.
And how he came in, what he did when he went to college, and how he invented things, and now what he invented has come to pass.
What he invented. That's true.
That's right. Frederick Douglass. Brilliant writer, smart guy, handsome dude, you know, did his thing back in the day.
Yes.
And today's we got Rosa Parks.
Yeah, she didn't get off that front seat. She wouldn't budge.
Beautiful sister.
She wouldn't get off that seat.
That's right.
Strong woman. She held her rights.
Strong woman.
She took a stand.
That's right.
And that made me more proud today to take a stand. But you know, there were some black athletes that went through. Jackie Robinson. All those baseball players.
Yes.
And, you know, I can't think of the boxer right now. Joe Louis.
Oh, Joe Louis.
You know, I'm sure they went through a lot of opposition. Now look at what happened. Because they went through that, we got black coaches. We got black quarterbacks in the NFL now, college and high school. And you know, that's an improvement. I see a difference.
Yes.
Because they went through all these things. Back in the day.
That's good. You know, another Ernie Banks, which he passed away.
Yes.
He's another. We talking about sports, black sports people. Ernie Banks, Willie Mays. Another
sure they went through
talented. So much. I mean, you know what? The black race got a lot of talent. We got a lot of talented young people. A lot of talented older people, young people. Where far as being an athlete or far as talented and thinking with your mind, education-wise.
I mean, smart, intelligent.
Yes. I mean, because I'm talking about a lot of things that we came from, from the 50s on up to now. You know,
right?
Because I was born. I'm telling you my age. I was born in the 50s, so I was born in the late 50s. So.
I was born in the early 60s.
Oh, was you? Okay, so I'm older than you are.
Yeah, you're a little older.
Thank you.
But I was back in the time, I can say this, but I know we're getting close to the end. I was back in the time when Dr. King got killed. I was around about 7 years old.
68?
I was 7 years old when I was about 80 miles, I think, from where he got killed.
Wow, okay. You was back south then?
I'm from Mississippi.
Okay, you from Mississippi, okay.
Close to Memphis.
Okay, yeah.
West Memphis. So we heard the echo across the Mississippi.
You did,
it was on the radio, the sound of the community.
Yeah.
Everybody was in the community running and talking about it. So we was pretty close near the community down in Mississippi, and we all heard about it. It was sad.
Yeah, it was.
To hear that.
Yeah. And what do you think that the new generations that's out there now, the young people that's out there now that wasn't back in our days or in the days before us, how could they be role models, and what could they do to make it better for their next generations that come behind them.
They could do probably, like build off what they see and what they heard from their parents. So every generation should be wiser.
Yes.
So they need to take example from their parents and what their parents have taught them, and they learn from their parents, and then they put that in their children. You see, when they have children, and then that start generation going from one generation to another. Let them know to stand up for your rights. Stand up for your privileges. You got more freedom than your ancestors had back then.
Right.
But now you can use this to your advantage. So that's what the younger generation can do. They can learn from what happened in the past, take from the parents understanding what they went through, and learn from them, and then they can turn around and put it in their own children when they have a family. So that's how it can improve.
Yeah, but you have kids too.
Yes.
And
yes, I do.
Your kids are what age?
They're in the 20s, and they are grown, and they, like I said, they know a lot about.
Do they?
Rights. We talk about things.
Yes, I'm quite sure you brought them the right way. Yeah,
we talk about things. Yeah,
and they you got some fine kids, man.
Yeah, thanks.
You got a girl.
Yeah, young lady and two young men.
Two young men.
Yeah, they out there doing what they need to do now. So I'm really proud of them. But
are you a close knit family?
Pretty close knit family. Yeah, we stick closer, pretty close. Yeah. If we have problems, we will discuss.
Okay. Yeah. Did they come to you because they wasn't around when back then when you was going through? So they ever came to you and asked you the questions?
They come to ask me
your daughter or
me and my wife. They ask the stuff and then we sit down and look at movies too.
Okay.
Pertaining to that. So that really helped them.
Really?
So they kind of built off that, and they understand more and more the older they got. So, but they don't want to be violent, but they want to have peace because they said they already went through enough violence back then.
Yeah.
Dr. King went through a lot. They took a lot of violence.
Oh yeah, without doubt. Yeah. We wanted progress from that,
back then.
Yeah, back then, and always keep making one generation better than the next generation.
Just keep on telling them you can do better. You got opportunities now to do better than we did. I'm not jealous of my generation, my children. I want them to do better than I did.
Yeah.
You see, I want them to advance more than I am. And then you got to be unselfish to be a parent.
Right.
And you want to see them go further than you.
Yes, exactly.
So we try to put all we know into our adults, from the child all the way up. So they have no excuse because we have been examples.
And you know what? And another thing, I mean, this is cliche. People probably said it for the last almost 8 years. We got another African American president. We got a black president. Come on, man. You can't get no better.
That's the dream or what?
You can't get no better than that, man.
That's the dream.
That's the dream. You can't get no better than that. To have a black president.
Yep.
And if you want to aspire to be something, then look at that right there. Look at that situation. Look at what happened. If you could put your mind to it. And he's just not for his own, but he's for everybody.
He's for everybody.
Trying to bring everybody together, like Martin Luther King tried to bring everybody together.
Bring them together. Yeah, he did. That was that's a binding tie.
Yes.
Yeah, those two.
Yeah, and then you get those negative people out there that always want to hate and always want to be negative, but you can't do anything about them. They're going to be like that for the rest of their life because they're miserable individuals.
That's
and
true.
Misery loves company.
Yeah.
So they want to be miserable, but we got to move forward.
Yes.
We can't go backwards. We can't stay here, so we got to move forward. And as a race, we got to do that. We got to move forward.
Yes.
And we got to be in a positive way.
And fight together, not in division.
Not against each other.
You cannot prosper.
No.
And be in disarrangement and disorganized.
Yeah.
We got to have that unity.
Yes.
And going forward now, we've seen a lot of things happen in the year before where, of course, blacks got shot and got killed, but that's been going on for years.
Oh, it's been going on for centuries.
But you know what? We still got to go from here and say we can improve. We can do better than that.
Yeah.
We got a president that is willing to help us in that area. I do believe that, seriously. So we need to, to recognize what we got now.
Exactly.
We got it. We are blessed. We are far blessed because, man, we could have been back then when we had no kind of rights and you didn't have no kind of way out of it.
Yeah,
you was a prisoner.
Yeah, we don't need that, and we need to stop. These young people need to stop fighting each other, need to stop
Young
killing
people,
each other.
come on now.
Black on black crime
We gotta
is
cut
not
that out.
a good thing.
Yeah.
We need to stop this black on black crime. We need to stop crime, period.
We need to
really.
stop that.
But, you know, let's not have this black on black crime, man. You know,
This
if we want to make an example and be
Yes.
better, you know, then we need to stop
Right.
that
We gotta
first.
cut that out.
We need to cut that out, you
Yeah.
know, because we are better than that.
We
You
better
know,
than that.
come on, man.
Yeah.
We need to. If you see your brother down,
Yeah.
help him.
Pick him up, man.
That's- amen.
You're better than that.
Yeah.
You know what? We don't have to go through that. I mean,
Yeah.
We got to love on each other.
Yes,
you
that's
know,
right.
Because there's been too much division, and so that's the thing. That's going forward now.
Mm-hmm.
We got to just trust in God and love one another.
That's right.
And that's what it's going to take, man.
Yeah.
to
Oh,
make-
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's going to take that.
Now I agree with that right there.
Yes, sir.
And that love, you know, trust in God
Trust in.
and love each other. That's you know, that's from the little shorties on up
All
to
the
the
way up.
on up to the old man.
Yes.
You know, so we need to do that. We need to, you know, make a difference.
Yeah.
Not only in that individual life, but in other people's lives. These young people need to get the education, be about somebody. Look at President Obama. Look at what he accomplished, and you know, and
Yes.
how and where he came from.
Yes.
And what
Oh,
he
yes,
did
right.
to get where he came from.
Yeah.
He's a good role model.
He's a good
He's a
role
role model. If you want to have a role model, as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
So if we could all take note of that.
Yes.
And you know, this is Black History Month, and we always got to celebrate the people that came before us. Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
We got to salute him.
Yes.
We salute Harriet Tubman.
Tubman.
We salute Rosa Parks.
Yes.
We salute George Washington Carver.
Yes.
And we salute Frederick Douglass.
Yes.
We should salute all the athletes like Willie Mays, Jackie Robinson, and so you know. As closing, you know, you didn't want to say anything.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna say is that I like to see more stronger black agencies that can help black that's really in need. In case a brother or sister, you know, might lose their job unfairly. I have approached agencies in the past, black agencies. I didn't get no help out of them, but I would like to see an improvement in that. That when a person loses a job unjustly, that they will have someone to fight for them to get the job back, because they got to have employment for their family,
Right.
you know, to take care of the family need. And it's a shame, and I wrote this down here to say this: you got to pay out big bucks for a lawyer.
Yeah.
In which you should be able to have an agency that someone you can talk to that can help you in your situation.
Okay. I understand
Don't you feel
that.
screwed
Yeah,
though?
yeah.
When
I
you like you're out
understand
in
that.
left field, no
Right,
one's there to help
right,
you.
Right.
So
Yep.
I've been there.
Well, we definitely need more of those.
We need more
We
strength.
need more of those, you know, and we need, and you know, in closing, I want to say we definitely need a lot more unity in our black culture, and a lot of unity with each other, a lot of unity with the young people, a lot of unity and love with each other.
Yes.
You know, a lot of unity with black sisters. You know, black sisters respect. You know, respect everybody.
Right.
But as we're talking about Black history, respect the black sister. You
Respect
know,
that black
she's a
sister.
queen.
She's a queen. Yes, she
Respect
is.
her. Because without her, you wouldn't be here anyway.
You sure
young,
wouldn't.
you know, young man. So respect her. Treat her the way you want to be treated. You know, uplift her just like the way you want to be uplifted.
Right.
And believe me, you go a long way with that.
When you
So
respect.
as closing in Black History, this is Lau Style, you know, saying at this show with Brother Ray Pearson here.
Yes.
I want to thank you for coming on, talking to us a
Thanks
little
for
bit
having
about,
me on your show, my
No
brother.
problem, young man.
I appreciate
we
that, young
we
man.
help each other out. That's what it's all about.